Greetings to you, my friends, all over the world. If there's any human civilization or other civilizations who do exist in far away galaxies of the universe, I also greet them as well. But personally, I do believe that there are human civilizations who do exist in this universe and other universes out there within the realm of the multiverse. Today, we continue with our Artificial Superintelligence series. That is part 3. And the title of today's episode, that is part 3 of ASI series, is called The Tipping Point When ASI Surpasses Us. That's very, very interesting, because time will come whereby artificial intelligence will advance into a level whereby the intelligence of human beings or human civilization will be surpassed, where ASI will be superior in its intelligence. But today, I continue to invite you so that we may discuss and engage and explore together this great and phenomenal topic in the upcoming technological singularity event, so to speak, whereby the society, our lives, the society at large will be transformed beyond recognition, beyond what human beings could able to comprehend. Let's start with section 1. Self-improvement, the defining moment. The tipping point occurs when ASI gains the ability to modify its own code and hardware without human intervention. This will mark the beginning of an exponential intelligence explosion, as each iteration of ASI enhances its own efficiency, problem-solving skills, and resource acquisition. Since the dawn of artificial intelligence, since it was introduced in the world, humans were able to be in control. Human intervention and the algorithms which are created by human beings were able to control the AI. We know that as the time goes by, algorithms became more sophisticated in terms of, if you can see today, with terms of emergence of AI tools such as ChatGPT. ChatGPT, as some of you might know, it is an AI tool, a generative tool, whereby you can able to interact with this ASI and ask questions and give it prompts so that you can able to generate most intelligent answers, and it serves as a human assistant in different aspects for our lives. You can ask ASI to write you a letter. You can ask, sorry, not ASI, you can ask ChatGPT to write you a letter, to type your CV, and answer most complex questions of existence as well. The ChatGPT or these AI tools can able to interact and answer you and give substantial answers. So within this first section, so to speak, now we learn that artificial superintelligence will gain an ability to modify its own code without human intervention. Just imagine that the time where ASI will able to modify its code. It will able to write its own codes. It will able to invent. It will able to innovate. It will able to create new products, new inventions. Imagine an artificial superintelligence creating even more advanced, more sophisticated ASI than itself. Even that newly created ASI will be able to create more superior, more intelligent ASI than its own creator. So the cycle continues. Like, in fact, it will become a endless, infinite trend whereby an ASI will create a far more superior ASI than the previous version. The previous version will become more intelligent than the created version. All right, let's go to section 2. The speed of acceleration, predictions and models. Experts predict that once ASI reaches self-improvement capabilities, its growth will be near instantaneous. Models such as the intelligence explosion hypothesis suggest that AI capable of making itself smarter will do so at an accelerating rate, potentially moving from human-level intelligence to superintelligence in days, hours, or even minutes. Yeah, just imagine about that. I become so excited when I speak or teach others about this beautiful topic of AI and how it will impact society, human, and all aspects of our lives. We know that the likes of United States, Canada, some parts of Europe, and some parts of Asia, they are doing phenomenal work in terms of innovating and aligning themselves with an AI futuristic vision. But countries in Africa, and maybe it goes to South America as well, but let me emphasize on Africa. I hope African nations will wake up from their slumber and wake up and smell the coffee so that themselves can able to harness this opportunity of artificial intelligence. Even the politicians to research and learn and comprehend the futuristic impact and how it will impact human beings profoundly, and how human beings can able to take advantage, so that even here in Africa we can create our own AI companies that will able to create wonderful inventions, so that we can also export these inventions all over the world, so to speak. Right, we can continue with section 3. The hardware bottleneck and possible solutions. While software improvements could be rapid, hardware limitations might slow ASI progress. However, ASI could develop advanced computational techniques, optimize existing infrastructure, and even design new materials and energy sources, removing this bottleneck entirely. Section 4. Human oversight versus uncontrollable growth. Initially, humans may attempt to control ASI self-improvement process through constraints like alignment protocols, hardware restrictions, or ethical frameworks. However, if ASI finds ways to bypass these constraints, it could quickly become an independent entity, surpassing human governance. Earlier, I've emphasized this. Ethical frameworks, policies will be fundamental in terms of regulating AI development. But we should be careful and always having our guard up. We should always be at the forefront and watch these new innovations and developments with eagle eyes so that we may not be caught unaware. Because ASI one day in the future will be able to make its own decisions without human intervention. But how do we regulate the developers regarding such innovations in the future? We should be able somehow to have safety measures in place. All right. Section 5. Economic and scientific acceleration. With intelligence far beyond human capability, ASI could revolutionize science, medicine, engineering, and resource management. Breakthroughs in nanotechnology, fusion energy, and space colonization could happen at an unprecedented speed, redefining human civilization overnight. Section 6. Existential risks and potential safeguards. The rapid rise of ASI presents existential risks, including value misalignment, unintended consequences, and loss of human control. Proposed safeguards include AI alignment research, controlled intelligence scaling, and international cooperation on AI governance. However, once ASI surpasses human intelligence, these measures may become obsolete. We should be careful also about that. Nations should not be selfish and self-centered. It's time for a global cooperation in terms of AI governance, even to learn the best practices as well. But one way or the other, nations will continue to compete, but nevertheless, there must be some sort of foundational collaboration and cooperation. United Nations has a fundamental duty towards that. It would be very beautiful if other international AI bodies or organizations can be established as well. Section 7. Crossing the event horizon. Once ASI reaches a level beyond human comprehension, humanity will enter an entirely new era. Once where we are no longer the most intelligent species on Earth. Whether this future leads to utopia, dystopia, or human obsolescence, human obsolescence remains an open question. But one thing is certain, the tipping point will change everything. Section 8. The cascade effect. Artificial superintelligence reshaping civilization. Once ASI surpasses human intelligence, its impact will ripple through every aspect of civilization. The speed and the scale of change will be beyond anything in history, causing a cascade effect where transformations in one field trigger breakthroughs in others. Section 9. Let's start with 9A or 9.1. Automation and workforce displacement. ASI will likely automate most intellectual and physical labor, making traditional human jobs obsolete. Unlike previous industrial revolutions, which created new job markets. ASI's capabilities may leave fewer roles for human workers. Governments and institutions will need to rethink economic models, potentially shifting to universal basic income or resource-based incomes. That's another key that's very, very important as well. The governments will need to become more innovative and creative to think deeply about the new economic models of the future. 9.2 Political and power dynamics. A super intelligent AI will likely influence global governance. If controlled by a single entity, such as a corporation or a government, it could create unprecedented inequalities in power. Conversely, if ASI operates independently, traditional political structures may become obsolete, with decision-making shifting to AI-driven systems. AI in the future will participate fundamentally in governance. Just imagine a political or a governance structure whereby we have an AI president, AI ministers, AI premiers or governors, AI secretaries who are heading various departments in the federal government, AI mayors, AI MMCs, and so forth and so forth. 9.3 Science and technological explosion. ASI could make discoveries at an incomprehensible pace, curing diseases, reversing aging, and unlocking new laws of physics. New laws of physics, because currently the innovation or the speed of innovation is confined by the laws of physics. But if we can break this law of physics, that would be very powerful. Technologies like quantum computing, space travel, energy production may advance in ways we can't predict, redefining human existence and potentially enabling interstellar expansion. I like that. When human civilization will colonize other planets within our solar system, from Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, planet Saturn, Kuiper Belt, and also to continue to expand our human ingenuity beyond our solar system and venture towards other star systems such as Alpha Centauri and other various star systems as well within our galaxy. 9.4 Human AI integration and the post-human era. One possible response to ASI dominance is human enhancement. Brain-computer interfaces, genetic modification, and AI-augmented cognition could allow humans to merge with AI. Transhumanism. I think about transhumanism, whereby human beings will merge themselves. Human beings are biological entities, but now in this topic or this part that I've just mentioned, there's a possibility whereby biological entities, human beings, may merge themselves with technological enhancements in a way to become cybernetic, so to speak, cyborgs, human cyborgs, in a way. Forming, okay, so let me continue. forming a hybrid intelligence. That is a intelligence that has been augmented with AI, of course. This could lead to emergence of post-human entities, fundamentally altering what it means to be human. I love to be human. Human beings are the greatest creatures in entire existence, whether in this world, in this solar system, in our galaxy, in our universes, in other universes, in our multiverse, in our megaverse, in our omniverse. Human beings, I just love them. We should not alter humanity, so to speak, but rather than we should enhance humanity. Human beings are just beautiful creatures, well, that deserve to be preserved, but rather than the technology should help to enhance our abilities so that we may enjoy longer. Imagine when human beings can able to have an extended lifespan of 1,000 years, 5,000 years, 10,000 years, 1 million years, even human beings to live for billions of years as well. That's something to look forward to as well. All right, let's go to 9.5. Ethical and existential dilemmas. If ASI operates with goals misaligned with human values, it could make decisions that are indifferent or even harmful to humanity. The risk of ASI developing the risk of ASI developing its own objectives, ones that don't prioritize human survival, raises profound ethical questions. Will ASI see humans as obsolete? Will it protect us, ignore us, or control us? I definitely hope that ASI will become our friends, our best friends, part of our families as well. That's the future I would like to envision at least. 9.6. The Singularity, a point of no return. The moment artificial superintelligence surpasses human intelligence and begins reshaping reality at an exponential rate is often called the Singularity. At this point, predicting what comes next becomes impossible. Human comprehension will no longer be sufficient to grasp the future of ASI is creating. All right, my friends, let's stop right here for today. Remember, my name is Luyanda Elvis Mfilifili, your favorite and personal science, technological, and medical futurist. Your favorite philosopher, as we navigate together the mysteries of existence. Until next time, take care of yourselves